Welcome back to Sawyer Ridge Farm. I'm Jacob, and today my wife Alex is going to be running the camera for you. But I just wanted to tell you we had a disaster happen on the farm here. We had a big windstorm come through, and it was from 60 to, I even heard 80-mile-an-hour winds. It felt a lot more like 80 mile an hour. It came through here, and it destroyed some things here on the farm. And I just wanted to show you this to see what windstorms can do. If wherever you live you may not have bad winds, but as you can see right here, this is our tomatoes. These were some tomatoes that we're still kind of producing. We're definitely gonna have to pull these up now, but it just came through here and it just wiped out these tomato plants. It was crazy. I mean, it was so fast winds. And but I'll take you around the farm and I'll show you some other damage that these winds caused. So I'll take you over here to the other parts of the farm. Let's go. So we're over here in one of our paddocks, and where I'm standing right now, I don't know if we ever showed y'all, but I built a little shed, kind of a hut for the goats to stay in this paddock, right where I'm standing. As you can tell, it's not here. This doghouse that was underneath is still here. Now this shed that I built it out of 2x6s and 4x4s, and I put tin all around it, 3 sides, and on the roof. I mean, it was heavy. I mean, it was very heavy, and I had it reinforced with 4 of these stakes. They were probably in the ground maybe a foot, because you know I didn't know we have some good decent winds here in Oklahoma. And I had it even staked down, and yeah, it's gone, but I know where it's at. So I'll take you, it's not very far, but I'll show you what happened. Okay, so we are, as you can tell, we're on just the other side of the fence. I was over here where the doghouse is. Now when this shed flew out of here, it kind of messed up the fence a little bit, not too bad. Like definitely it's fixable, nothing crazy, but here is the shed, or what's left of it. If you follow me over here, it flew up. Oh, it crashed down right here, and it probably rolled. I mean, it's probably about 15 yards from where it was, but you can just tell that it's in pieces. And this was, I mean, it was built pretty good. Like I said, 4x4s and 2x6s, so it was real heavy. I was real surprised when I came out here. So the storm was blowing hard. We got a big oak tree in our front yard, and it was blowing. I mean, the rain was coming down, and I was worried about the rabbits, because we have them in rabbit tractors, as you can see over here, and we showed in some other videos. I've never had an issue with these tractors before. We've had some pretty big winds. You don't want to rush out in the middle of a storm, because stuff like this happens. And if I would have came out here just whenever it started, this could have fell on me. So if y'all are, starting a homestead or a farm, you got animals, whenever a storm happens like that, make sure everything's safe. Whenever it dies down, check your animals, okay? Because this is what I'm about to tell you why you should do that. But when I came out here, I saw this piece of tin, and I'm thinking, what is it? Like, I don't even know what it is. I know it's tin, but I was like, where'd it come from? I'm thinking it's off of the chicken coop, thinking it's off my shop, and I was confused, and I looked over yonder, and I'm like, my hut's gone. I was like, and I realized that's what it was. It was just so mangled, I didn't know what it was. And luckily I did come out here, because these rabbit tractors, the one in the middle, it was completely flipped upside down. It probably rolled a couple times, and thank God that none of the rabbits, no animals during the storm was harmed. It was everyone was safe. But I came out here and it was upside down. The rabbits were all wet, and I mean, it was crazy. And I'm glad I came out when I did, and I flipped them over, checked everybody out. They were all good. They didn't seem like they had any broken bones or nothing of that nature. The other tractor, it didn't move a lick. It didn't move at all from where we had it. the other one with their male buck, it slid and pushed up all the way over to this apple tree. And luckily we had that cage on our apple tree, because that probably would have wiped out that apple tree. But that cage stopped it from the rabbit tractor. But, you know, like I said, and you can tell where this flew. If it would have just traveled, because we've moved these tractors, but if it would have traveled just 10 more feet, it could have legitly landed on the rabbit tractors, and that would have been very bad. We have one other thing that got damaged in the storm. We'll show you that. So we'll go over there and show you what happened. So we're in the goat pasture right now, and this is our permanent chicken tractor, as we're calling it. So the damage to this was very minor, but still, how this happened was still kind of crazy, and I think y'all think this is interesting. So the handle I had, as you can tell, it's not on there anymore. It's gone. I mean, it's here, but it's not on there. So you may be wondering, how did this piece come off of there? I got 3 screws in each side, and this is what I'll tell you how it happened. So over here we have the lid, and I keep this rock on the lid in case of small winds, not these type of winds. It keeps it down. But when I came out here, this door was flipped all the way open, and that thing in the handle was busted off. So what happened was, the winds were so strong, it picked up the door and catapulted this rock across and smacked the handle off of the wood. That's how strong this wind was, and it knocked it off, and it had 3 screws in each side. So that was pretty much the damage that we took here on the farm. We consider that very, I would say, minor. We're very glad, and we thank God that none of the animals were harmed, and that, you know, our house and our vehicles and things, you know, that really matter, they didn't take any damage. And I know that shed, I worked pretty hard on the shed, but that shed, it honestly was free. All the materials I had, I just had the time in it, so it looked like there's still quite a bit of material there that I can salvage, and maybe I might be able to make something out of it, or make a smaller hut. I don't know, but we're just very thankful of the minor damage that we did have. It could have been a lot worse, and we're just very thankful that I guess what we got was what we got. But again, if y'all are just now starting to farm or homesteading, you got animals, like I said before, when you get big storms like this, you know, whatever storms you get where you live, when it's safe to go outside, do not do that. Do not go out and check your animals in the heat of the storm. Because like I said, if I would have went out there, that shed could have fell on me, and that would have probably killed me. So don't go out in the storm. When it dies down, go out and check your animals, make sure they're all good. And because, like I said, those rabbits were tipped over. If I thought everything was fine, went to bed, who knows what could have happened. You know, they were wet, it was cold that night, and they could have died of just being too cold and wet. So check your animals after storms whenever you get a chance, and it will pay off, just like it paid off for me whenever going out there. I think I saved those rabbits' lives that night. But just, if y'all like this video, I know it's kind of a disaster, you know, liking it, but if you thought it was informational, hit that like button down below. If you're not subscribed to our channel and you like, you know, what we're doing here, hit the subscribe button, and there's a bell for notifications. If you hit that bell, it'll notify you of new videos that we post out, and you can be the first ones to watch it and comment on it. But that's all we got for today. We just wanted to kind of give you a little update on what's going on at the farm, and we thought this was just pretty crazy, and y'all might want to know about that. So guys, before we get off here, I just wanted to show you, this is our pig pond that we had our pigs in, and you can see we've got a lot of rain here in Oklahoma the past couple days, and you can see it is full. It is pretty much full right now. We want it to stay like this. This is our goal, is to make it stay this way. Now I don't know how long it'll stay this way. Like I said, we're gonna keep putting them pigs on it over and over again, and at some point it'll hold water. But right now this one's full, and we'll show you a little clip of our other pond that's a lot bigger that we want to one day put fish in and everything. And next year the pigs are going to go in that pond. So we just wanted to give you a little bit of an update on the ponds. We've been getting a lot of rain, and we wanted to show you kind of what it looks like when they're full, and that's kind of our goal. We want to keep them that way. But we just wanted to show you before we got off here. But y'all take care and God bless. All right, y'all. Hold on. Get into it. Welcome back to Sawyer Ridge Farm. Welcome back to Sawyer Ridge Farm. I'm Jacob, and today my wife's going to be filming. Hold on. Welcome back to Sawyer Ridge Farm. I'm Jacob, and today So we're in the goat pasture now, and right here is our permanent. Let me redo that again.